Alright, we're back. It's been about a few days. I let my gloss coat white really dry up. It's pretty solid now. Since it's car paint and came from duplicate cans, it almost gets cold to the touch because it's like real car paint. So at this point, what we need is your Alclad 2 paint. And what I use is a cloth to buff. This cloth is a lens cloth for a camera. You go to any camera store, maybe online you could buy it. Some people say you can use a t-shirt, some people say you can use paper towel. This is for a lens. It really busts up the lens, it doesn't scratch it, so therefore I use this for chroming because t-shirt fibers get stuff in it, it could scratch, paper towels, and anything that's rough is going to scratch it. I like to use a camera lens towel. It's perfect. I have a bunch of these I must have got back in college, back in 1998. I bought a pack of them when I was doing photography. Hardly ever used them, so I got them and they work great. The next thing I have is my Pache Millennium airbrush. This brush pretty much is dedicated to Alclad chrome. I don't use it for anything else besides this because I have a bunch of brushes. So basically what I'm going to do is get in close and we'll show you how we chrome up stuff. It's pretty easy, not too hard once you get all these steps. You don't want to overspray, keep it at about like 15 psi. We'll kick this on. We'll go from there. You want to make sure you shake this up because it settles at the bottom and everything up, so you want to get this nice and shaken up. The stuff is potent. You don't want to spray this without any kind of ventilation or sucking in some fumes. So pour this up in here. And for the first coat, just go nice and you don't want to spray too close. I would say it's about 4 inches away, about that far. Thumb to finger. You just want to get all around it. Don't spray thick, spray light. You don't have to get all of it right away, just enough. Alright, let this settle over here. And we'll just turn this off. So what we'll do is we'll get in a little closer. So as you can see, I'm starting to get a nice chrome finish. Ooh. So as you can see, it's nice and shiny already. Getting nice reflective. You know, you can kind of see the fingers reflecting. Now, this is your first coat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry for about 15 minutes before I even touch it. I might actually come back like a half hour. I'm going to go get something to eat, come back, and I'll show you how I buff it up, and then basically you just do another coat and to get it to nice and shine. So we'll be back. Okay, so it's been a few minutes and we're gonna buff it up. Basically what I like to do is to put my finger in here like this, get a nice smooth area, and just buff it up slowly. Now, the first time you buff it, if you start to see the paint underneath of it, that's okay because you're going to do another coat. You don't want to go too hard. You just want to buff it up enough. You know, I'm not scraping it in there. I'm not scraping my nail. There's no real paint. You see, you can kind of see it. Some comes off. That's alright though. So now what I'll do is I'll do one more coat. It all depends on how well it's working. If you feel, you need to do a couple coats, you can. If you feel one coat's enough, that's fine. It's all up to you. It's just the way you work it out. So let's just get this going here. Shake up this bottle a little bit. Alright, kick this on. And that is pretty much all you have to do to Alclad chrome. At least this is how I do it. You just, however you want to go about it. If you feel you need a couple coats, you can. So as you can see, it's nice and shiny. Got that mirror look going. If you feel at this point in time you're done, I like to seal it with Pledge Future Floor Shine. Basically, you just pour this right in the airbrush, spray right over. Don't spray too heavy, but don't spray too light. You get a nice protective coating, because some people say that once you Alclad chrome, it's on for life, it's good, it's never going to rub off. I think it's BS, because I've actually fingered, your fingers, the oils, it'll come off. You rub on there, you'll start seeing the white paint again, so I like to seal it. But what I'm going to do is let this dry overnight. This weekend, I'm going to show you how I add color.